if you're new to my channel, my name is Kristen and I'm just your average everyday Catholic, and I did fly a plane and it was amazing. If you just want to skip to that story, I have timestamps linked below, but this video is the What's Up Christians tag, which is a tag started by Heather from A Catholic Mom's Life, and I heard about it from Lindsay at Catholic Home Life because she tagged me, and then Kenzie, the overnight mom, tagged me, so I thought it would be fun to do this tag and tag someone new. Okay, so let's get into the questions. What I'm loving lately. I am loving the Fresh Market. Not sponsored, but my brother told me about the Fresh Market's little big meal deal, and it's basically a meal that you do need to cook at home, but it's less cooking required than if you were just going to go buy the ingredients, because some of the sides are prepared and sauces, and it's just all packaged nicely so you don't have to go pick out all the ingredients for the recipe. And it's $20, 4 servings, so could feed a family of 4, but if you wanted to stretch it, you could just get another side. And my husband and I love it, and the leftovers we can eat for lunch the next day. So anyway, I love this little big meal deal at the Fresh Market. If you have a Fresh Market near you, definitely check it out. We still like HelloFresh when we have coupons, but I was excited to learn about this option at the Fresh Market. What I've been up to lately, I've been traveling a bit more than usual, and it's been great. I've been able to see a lot of family, some of my family members that I don't get to see often. Some of my husband's family members have actually come to the US to visit us, and we actually went to the beach with some of his family, and thankfully we had hurricane insurance because of Hurricane Dorian. We left the beach, but I love how my husband and I love our perspective on life. When we were kicked out of the beach, there was a mandatory evacuation. We kind of felt it was a blessing in disguise, because then we were able to meet up with other family members, and then the whole family could be together. So that was pretty cool. But obviously, you know, I prayed for all that were affected by Hurricane Dorian. Okay, next question. What is a prayer that God has answered lately? I shared a while ago on my channel that I prayed a 54-day rosary novena for a family member of mine who got major back surgery. And as far as I'm concerned, the 54-day rosary novena and the surgery was successful, because prior to the surgery, this family member couldn't do a lot of normal things like drive or go to a restaurant, because this family member couldn't be in the seated position for very long. They needed to be flat, either standing or laying down. But after the surgery, I was able to go to a restaurant with this family member, and I was able to be a passenger when they drove me from the airport to another family member's house. Anyway, I am so grateful, because how sad would that be to not be able to drive or sit at a restaurant? Like, gosh. Anyway, I am so grateful to God. Thank you, God, for that healing and successful surgery. Next question, what I'm excited about. I am excited about a trip with a friend that is a bit of a pilgrimage that is probably going to happen. I'm really excited. I don't really want to share just yet, you know, for my own safety and privacy. But yeah, I'll share about it on my channel soon. What is a random fun fact about me? A random fun fact is I love flying. Ever since I was a kid, I always loved airports. I loved layovers. I like the food in airplanes. I've only gotten sick on an airplane once, and I think it's because I ate something strange or didn't get enough sleep. But yeah, so I recently flew a plane. It was amazing. And any of you can fly a plane if you want to do this as well. It's called a discovery flight, or some flight schools call it a first flight. And basically, if you are interested in aviation or just for like a fun date, you want to go up and fly in a plane, the instructor will take you up and let you fly. And I read online that typically the flight instructor will handle the takeoff and the landing, and mid-flight they will give you the controls and let you make turns and other maneuvers like that. But this instructor that I went up with, he let me take off the plane. I mean, he was instructing me with what to do, you know, to bring up the yoke and everything. And it was just so amazing that I took off and I did a bunch of turns. I did a really tight left turn, and my husband said it felt really, it felt really tight. My husband was in the back. But when you're in control of the yoke, it just feels smooth and nice. So yeah, I'm not sure if I have, you know, a real love for flying planes, you know, not sure if I want to get into aviation. There are a lot of pros and cons. That would be another video. But, you know, I can't really tell if I really love flying, because just that one flight, I think I was in shock that I was flying this plane, that I took off, that I was in control of the plane. And it was beautiful, you know, looking down 3,000 feet. The world is beautiful. It was such a beautiful view. Anyway, if you are interested in doing that, just contact your local flight school and ask if they do discovery flights, first flights. And you don't have to feel bad about like wasting a pilot's time or something, because pilots need a lot of flight hours to get the jobs that they want. You know, some need 1,000, some need 1,500. And those flight instructors are happy to take you up because they are building up their flight hours. And there is a shortage of pilots in the US right now. So that's also why I wanted to share this information. If you're looking for a career change, or if you're young and haven't thought about aviation, it might be for you. Anyway, I loved flying that plane. My husband and I actually went up together. I was originally going to go by myself, but instead of like going out to dinner for the anniversary of our first date, which was 10 years ago, I wanted to go up in this little plane together, and it was amazing. Okay, next question. What was your favorite memory from last month? My favorite memory was that I got to go to Tahoe. I've shared about Lake Tahoe before on my channel, but I have family there, and I was able to see some family members that I don't normally get to see, and to spend some time with them. I was able to bring the Eucharist to a family member that could not leave the house, and this person normally goes to Mass every day. So I was happy to bring the Eucharist to this family member. And we saw a bear in the neighborhood, which was cool. It's always fun to see bears, and it's just, I don't know, it's just kind of cool that humans and bears can coexist in the same town. Next question, what has God taught me lately? God has taught me to just relax and to not stress about things. Last month I flew standby, and I just got nervous because I hadn't flown standby in a long time, and I was nervous about getting stuck somewhere. And you know, it all worked out fine. You know, one flight was delayed because of a mechanical issue, so then I missed my connecting flight. But had I gotten stuck in that city, I actually have a dear friend who I've known since I was a preteen. And, you know, I texted her and she said she could totally host me if I got stuck there. And anyway, I didn't even need to stay there, although I would have loved to see my friend. Anyway, so either way, if I got the flights that I wanted or I didn't, like, it would have been fine. And so God, I can see, is teaching me to just relax in those types of situations. Okay, what I'm reading lately. I am reading My Heart Will Triumph. I might have already shared about this on my channel, I'm not sure, but I used to stay away from the Medjugorje apparition because I had heard some things that it wasn't true or something, but just a few pages into this book and I am a believer. Big thank you to Father Goring. He gave me this book. I'm so grateful that he gave me this book. I can't believe I am not done with it yet. I started like months ago, but I got distracted. You know, that video I made with my nieces and nephews and all the stuff we did. Yeah, so I've just gotten behind on my reading, but I am so excited to finish this book, and I'll definitely share about it when I do. Next question, what I'm praying about lately. So lately I've been praying for a particular priest in my city, and if you want to know why, definitely check out my video on the Seven Sisters Apostolate. The name of that video is How to Strengthen the Church, and I hope you will check it out. I love this Seven Sisters Apostolate. I'm also praying for people in my life who I know are ill, people who I know are grieving, and as always, I'm praying for our church. Last question is, which Christian YouTuber are you loving lately and why? I am loving the channel Mrs. Sanchez. Definitely check out her channel. I love all that she has to say about marriage. I don't always talk about marriage on my channel because I guess I feel uncomfortable giving advice. I don't want to share something that's worked for me that will work for most couples like me, especially Catholic couples, but would not work for someone in a relationship with like a psychopath, for example, or a narcissist. I'm a little uncomfortable giving marriage advice, especially because I haven't been married that long and I feel extremely lucky in my marriage. My husband is amazing and we're just very compatible. We just fit very well. He's the oldest sibling, I'm the youngest sibling. So if you read about birth order, that is the ideal fit for a marriage that I've read. Anyway, I'm a little uncomfortable giving marriage advice, but the marriage advice that she has been giving on her YouTube channel, I definitely related to. She touched on how, you know, your husband cannot fulfill you, which is so true. And when I truly learned and accepted that only God will fulfill me, it helped me to love my husband even more. But before that point, I was looking for my husband. Well, then, you know, he was my boyfriend. I was looking for him to fulfill me because I grew up with Disney and everything. But once I accepted God's love, I just became such a better person and a better wife. So I loved how she touched on that. So definitely check out her channel, and her name is Constance. So hopefully, Constance, you will do this What's Up Christians tag. I would love to watch it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you. Bye.